We ready. We readies. Let me 1 second. Make sure my broker is open. Yes, sir. Okay, so what are we looking at today? Let's start with a recap. On gold, I'm looking at buys. After sweeping this consolidation low, I really think we're gonna see some bullish delivery, at least towards these equal highs here. So what I'm watching is we have a trailing edge, we have market structure shift. I'm watching price come into this inverse, and from here we can potentially have some entries. I don't know about this consolidation that we do have internal here, which is decent, but we're gonna see. AUD USD and the USD pairs usually looking at sells here, but we need some good swings to take lower prices. Probably like euro the most here, because I want to see this 50-minute inverse here, and as soon as it inverses, I'm taking shorts, meaning we inverse this gap here, which I think is a good pattern. We have buy sell liquidity swept, so if we inverse this right here, this is my idea. I'm taking those shorts to target sell side. That's pretty much my idea. We're gonna see, but we need to wait for a confluence on pretty much all the pairs. We need to wait for some intent lower. That's generally my idea here. We do have all the sell side here, which is good, but yeah, we swept this high here. This is a 1 hour gap right there, but it's just I feel like it's risky to look at shorts from here, so I'm gonna wait for some structure. Yeah, and gold, we're waiting on, I don't know, again, I don't know about this consolidation, but we're gonna see how price prints. Not looking like many instant setups right now, even though the AUD USD short looks relatively decent. Yeah, nah. This Nasdaq trade from yesterday, bro, was so clean, bro. Perfect retracement. Look, our targeting was here. 3R. We only need a fraction, bro, of the move. That's what I realized. I was starting to build an edge that I see pretty much consistently, which is this retracement edge, bro. Like a 10 pip setup. That's how I call it, bro. I see this happen every single fucking day, and it happens, and it works so fucking well. I never really would have expected to trade retracements, but here we are. I guess, right? I actually think I'm turning profitable. For example, this week we grew the account from $30. Of course, I trolled previously. We grew from $30 to 46, which is decent amount. But yeah, we're gonna see. We're just gonna focus on consistency and let the results speak for themselves, right? But I actually think I'm turning profitable because I'm really finding a consistent edge, which this is a retracement edge. It's a very simple. It's external to internal. That's pretty much it. All you need is some internal liquidity, then some external liquidity getting rated like a strong high, then you look to target internal. That's it. Very simple edge and very high win rate, weird enough, but yeah. Juice still has room to come to this high. We can, if we get like, we can get a really short move here. If we sweep this high, we can look to target this. This is, I would call this the 10 pip setup, because we have this high, but it's not external, it's internal to internal in a sense. So we're gonna see. We're not gonna force anything. If there's a setup I like, I'm gonna take it. If there's no setup, I'm not gonna take anything. So we're just gonna we'll be watching. I don't like this consolidation. I need to see some structure. It's too big of a consolidation. I wouldn't really be down buying into it, I would say, but this is a 51 AVG. We did sweep out liquidity, and we do have this inversion technically, and we can look to target this, but I would still like price to come down lower a bit, and from here look at these more decent buys, right? Let's see if euro manages to carry on. When we get like a big swing, then on retracement here, we're gonna take our entry. One more confluence, definitely. We don't really look to be trading right now. Even if it's bullish, it's bullish, but we don't really be looking to take bullish cases here. We could have taken bullish cases of this 1 hour FVG here to target that, but it was pre-London, and already the move we see, it's pretty big. It already pretty much happened. But this pretty much is the only like good 10 pip setup, pretty much, if you reach into the SPY side. we can target this trendline liquidity and this FVG, this 5-minute FVG, 5-minute inverse. But yeah, we have to see first. Boom, 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 boom. And today we have bank holiday, so we just gotta be slightly careful about how we trade. Okay, gold looks like it's gonna work, but I just don't like this. This can be a very short idea, but I don't like the consolidation. I don't like that we broke below that, and yeah, it's just looking like more likely to be playing out bearish. So I would just still wait for some structure. Right now I don't see anything that I'm confident in, and yeah, I'm waiting for a quality setup. That's how I'm gonna stabilize consistency. And this month of August, I'm just gonna focus on really stabilizing consistency with my scalp and with my new edge, and just gonna focus on executing it properly every single day. Then probably in September I'm gonna buy a new account, a funded account, and then we can just execute on it. But yeah, right now I'm just focusing. If I can take like, bro, so this setup happens twice a day, at least once per session, considering the pairs I take, and it has such a crazy fucking win rate, bro. It has like 60, 70, 80% win rate. I'm not even sure. I haven't backtested, but it's really clean and it happens really often. A retracement edge, bro. And that's all I need, to be honest. With this setup I can actually start printing fucking money on a consistent basis, and it happens pretty much every single day. That's what I like about it. It happens at least 2 times, at least 2 good opportunities per day. It happens. So yeah, what could you want more? I didn't ever expect to trade retracement. I always used to hate on retracements, but apparently they fucking work. They fucking work really well. 3R, and this is also really nice about scalping. Like making 3R in 26 minutes is fucking crazy work. It's pretty crazy. Let's see what GU does if we reach into that. I do like this trend line here. So this can be one of those setups, but this is not external liquidity how usually the model is. So I wouldn't really be necessarily trying to take this trade necessarily, but yeah, I should be backtesting. I probably will backtest this, but bro, like I realized like an edge should be so fucking simple. Like this edge, you know what it requires for you to take trades in this edge? It requires external liquidity getting taken, like we see these equal highs were external, and internal liquidity to target. Bro, that's simple, bro. External liquidity getting taken, entry pattern and inversion a gap, target internal. That's it. And it works so fucking often. Like it's such a simple setup, but it's such simple, but it works so fucking well. That's it. That's what you need from an edge. You don't need like crazy fucking setups like how I used to overcomplicate trading so much. I used to really overcomplicate trading a lot, bro. To the point where now I'm reaching like an edge that pretty much plays out every single day, and it's so fucking simple. It's crazy. You reached our area, but if we inverse this, our idea is very short. Even if we inverse, it's pretty much this. So prefer not to do anything. And yeah, we're looking pretty bullish, but until we print a 50-minute gap, I'm really not looking at bullish cases here. On AU we did print a bullish gap, but I'm not sure if I want to be drawn higher today. I would prefer looking at shorts, to be honest. I do on AU, for example. I really like these equal lows right here, and we have hourly gap. I would just like to target those equal lows. I don't know if I want to be buying here. I prefer just being patient on price inversing this rather. So if we inverse this, we have really clear ways lower. But if we see this is a sign of a lower probability POI, is when we see on the hourly we have the FVG present, but when we go on the 50-minute, it's balanced. This is not a good sign. This usually shows a bit of a lower probability POI. I'm looking at this inversion as well. Maybe we come towards this right here, so we're gonna see. But yeah, right now I'm not really looking to be buying here. And then we see EU ended up holding this 50-minute gap massively higher from here, but it's just not it. I wouldn't prefer it. We actually came into this, I think this is a 1 hour inversion here, and we came into that CPI rebalance here. It's interesting, and look how we hold it. We rated New York lows here, and then we start printing bullish. So it's interesting, but it's overextended. I don't really want to be trading here, even with scalping. It's too weird. Waiting on this on this gold, if we want to retrace here, I do like buys here, so that's probably what I'm going to be looking at. I do like this liquidity here, so this is actually a good, potentially good trade, but it's, yeah, it's a bit of momentum present, so yeah, we just have to be careful. Yeah, it's holding pretty bullish for now. I don't know if it's gonna hold forever. It's probably gonna make a rebalance, but yeah, we're just gonna be waiting. Look at GU, strong as fuck, bro. Over the sell side right here, we just fucking fly. And that's pretty much it. Let's see, let's just, for curiosity, look at the UK. Look at the UK on London Open. It's crazy, bro. This rate Asia, the setup works so often on UK, bro. Just take whichever side of Asia and then you look to trade against it, bro. Like, it's crazy. DAX as well, it's weird. That's UJ, still weird. Kind of all the pairs are weird. I don't like seeing Asia like this, like big ass range. I usually like Asia to have some structure, like I want to say like something like this, but I'm gonna see. On gold it's a bit nicer because again it's kind of a range we can play. We're waiting for that retracement here into, where is it, into the 50-minute inverse right there. So we're waiting for here, and we can look at buys definitely, but again it's a bit of resistance. It's very strong price action around here, so I wouldn't say this is low resistance necessarily, but let's see if we get that sweep. I don't know about this though. This is probably how I'm gonna trade if I see it. I want to see a big ass range, right? I want to see a big ass range, then retracement, then wait for that extra confluence. This can be an internal target easily, and then we can look at Asian highs, and we can look at this right there. But I need to see some extra confluences because these consolidations are pretty dangerous. They're not really great to be trading against, but we do have this buy side right there, just to be aware of. We're gonna see. Yeah, they're looking bullish, pretty bullish. But again, I don't know if I want to be drawn higher here. Let's see if we have confluences. We have kind of a 4-hour gap here, but we have, I think it's a 4-hour, but I don't know why it's so wide. I don't know what this zone is, but yeah, we did have this small ass 4-hour FVG here that we actually kind of respect. Pretty crazy respection here. And we do have a strong bearish range and big ass void, but inversion here. I don't know. I don't want to look at shorts. I'm waiting for the inversion. We have nice internal here to be targeting, but yeah, we need to wait for that inversion. If this doesn't happen, it's too risky. So something like this, maybe, if we get it, and we can trade off this to this. Pretty relatively small idea, but it can work. And we have these here, and we have these big ass lows. So AU, I do like AU the most for shorts, but we need to wait for that structure. Even for the setup that is generally very, very simple and presents a lot of times, I don't know if we want to necessarily hurry on trading at this. Can also be an idea, but 1 hour, hell no. This can definitely be an idea. This is not the retracement age. This is more like continuation, but yeah, I still prefer waiting on that retracement. But we're just gonna watch if it plays out. Because we sweep a consolidation low, we sweep again, and now if we inverse, it's pretty much clear we're reaching into this at least, or we can look at this even 3 point something. But I just don't like it, so I'm not gonna trade it. I'm waiting still for a deeper pullback. Because still it's very highly likely for us to be bullish on gold here because we took this big ass low. Like, bro, hedge funds had a lot of stop losses were here on this right there. But yeah, we're gonna see. Gonna be patient. Still looking bullish. We definitely probably will have like a late London setup if we do, or we just continue higher. But yeah, I'm not gonna look to trade that. Nasdaq, look, this is how not pretty crazy how Nasdaq fucking consolidated. Why? Because it was between 2 hourly AVGs, 1 hour. Look what it did. Just through because yeah, it's 2 POIs, right? Big ass sellers, big ass buyers. but it was pretty clean yesterday. The market open buy was actually really clean. I could have taken that as well, but I ended up taking the retracement. This right here was a market open buy. I'm pretty sure a lot of people actually caught this right there. A lot of people actually caught this. I didn't trade it because of market open. I don't trade market open, but it could have definitely been a pretty beautiful trade. This is the setup I'm waiting for. External rated, internal. Take external, target external. This is my most consistent edge right now. But here we don't really have external. This is internal. Yeah, it doesn't look like a good London session, but we're just gonna wait. AU is probably the best choice. Like, this is what I also see has a lot of effect on your trades, is when you choose the weaker pair. So for example, if we want a short, we choose the weaker pair. So in this case, what is the weaker pair? We can clearly see Euro is strong, Euro is the strongest, AU is the weakest. Look where we are in the range. So if we want a short, if we look on shorting on AU, we're gonna get more R. We're gonna be more highly probable on this idea actually working. We have a lot of benefits when we look to short the weakest pair and we look to buy. If we want to buy, we're gonna buy Euro, right? And it has a pretty huge effect on R. I noticed this a lot lately. It has a huge effect. So this is actually pretty decent. We also have this, so this can be considered as internal. And I do like this just looks good for souls, but we cannot just hop in this trade. We cannot just like jump in it unless we see, oops, I opened ChatGPT. Unless we see this shit right there, unless we see this inverse, we cannot really hop in the trade, because price can just come into here, respect it, and go higher. Even if this inverse looks good, we cannot just do that. We need more confluence. So that's what I'm gonna wait for. I'm just gonna probably drink my coffee until price does something more. I don't really see a lot of opportunity there. For now, we need to let price print, and we don't need to be sitting on the charts until that happens. But this looks like a good inversion there, but come on, it's still risky. Like, the trade is not only an entry. Even if we inverse, it's just too risky unless we see something like this, I would say, and we, I don't know, we trade off this, and then we take first target equal lows. Yeah, even if this inversion looks good, it's still risky. Most of our idea can be like this shit, so we don't want to do that. We want to, here we definitely want to wait for this to get inverse. This would be a solid trade. This is not, this would be more of a continuation trade. If it happens, it's not the 10 pip setup, but if we have hourly AVG with a 50-minute inverse, this is pretty strong confluence, and this can be huge R towards the downside. Imagine we get this inverse, we see a retracement, and we have like a 3 pip stop loss around this level, and look to target this low. You get a 7R. This is the power of scalping coupled with higher time frame and intraday. We can get 7R on this trade. 7R is crazy. The power of like continuation setups with taken with 1 minute entries, we get hella fucking R, but we need to, this is our confluence, and it's also the 1 hour apparently, so we need to see this inverse pretty clean, equal lows. That's gonna be our target. We don't need more than that. That's gonna be our target. Boom. But we're just gonna wait, because if we don't get this inverse, price can just do this shit right here and just continue higher. So this inversion is very, very important, and what's also important is getting that lower high confirmed before we take this trade. So waiting for structure to switch bearish before we take this trade here, right? Because if we don't wait for structure to switch bearish, let's say we enter here, price can just this. So yeah, because we have like 50-minute order flow is bullish right now, so we have to wait for 50-minute order flow to align with our idea, which is shorts. We need to wait for time frame alignment, definitely. So I think that's the smartest choice here. This probably will hold lower though, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, they look like they're gonna start being lower. Okay, Geo reached that high, and this can be technically considered a valid trade, but come on, we cannot target this. This would have been internal, but the low got raided here, so we cannot target that. This would have been great if this were equal lows here actually, and us taking this shit right here. This would have been great, like a 2-hour shit off the bat, but we cannot trade. Our ideas max this because we have that FVG and we don't have untaken liquidity and unmitigated PIs. The PI is both mitigated and liquidity is taken, so it invalidates our trade. But the inversion looks clean, the reaction that we got off the high looks clean, but we just can't do that, right? This doji candle looks very fucking clean here, bro. Oh my god, really clean, but sadly we can do it maybe. But if, yeah, I don't really see a valid setup. Maybe if we do this then trade, but still I don't see a valid setup. We're probably still gonna be looking at AU, but it's clean how we respected that doji candle. But the idea was extremely small, very forced. With very forced R, we could have gotten like 1, which definitely not worth it though. Definitely not worth it. So let's see if we actually hold this higher or if we don't. Euro the same, or all the USD pairs today have pretty much the same idea. We need to see, I want to play bearish and I want to see a confluence, some sort of 50-minute 1-hour confluence to be taking those souls. But it's still AU the best, clearly the best. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for some more confluence, and that's pretty much it. If we have a trade, we have. If we don't, we don't. Even the most probable edge, like the edge I have now, where I get at least I think 2, 3, 4 setups per day, there are gonna be sessions where you don't have that shit, you know what I mean? So we just gotta be fine on not having a trade, even with such a frequent edge. Sometimes it happens, so we just gotta I mean, today's a bank holiday. Let me see, let me check economical calendar. Today is, we have bank holiday, but I wouldn't really care too much about this because first of all it's euro, it's not USD, and second of all it's French and Italian, so they don't really affect the market that much. Slightly lower volatility, but I don't think it's even noticeable. And in New York we have core retail sales. We gotta be careful of this. I have no idea how these affect price, to be honest. I have no fucking idea. So we're probably gonna wait for these news to hit, then we can trade New York. I don't really want to be caught in between them, so we're gonna see. But probably after this is silver bullet timing, so 10 a.m. New York session, that's when we want to trade New York. Okay, look at gold, sheesh. But a very choppy break. I would have definitely not taken this. Oh my god. But it's a very choppy break, very choppy. I wouldn't have taken the, oh my fucking god, look at this shit, bro. This could have been our idea, but yeah, I wouldn't have taken it. But god damn, I fucking just flew. But yeah, this can be an entry though, but I don't like this. This can be like some shit like this, but our stop loss is very not protected. Very not protected because yeah, price can definitely just ignore this FVG, come lower, mitigate this again, and then continue. So for me to take this trade, I would like to see like actually a retracement, but like this, yeah, it would have been a decent idea, but yeah, it would have been a decent idea, but way too choppy break, and I would have liked to see price come a bit lower here. But this, look at this red candle, it really nicely retested this inverse. Really nice retest here. I'm thinking about this. The only reason I wouldn't take this right now is because it's just our stop loss is very not protected in a sense. But it's basically just continuation, and it's on the bias I expected. We had this 50-minute AVG here, we just respect it and continue higher towards Asian highs. Like, it's a simple setup, it's just very iffy. I would have gotten a better displacement, I would have considered it, but like this, yeah. And the only yeah, again, like this is the only safe way you can go about it, but I wouldn't do that shit. Let's wait for a retracement, maybe a deeper one actually into this consolidation, and then I would have, when I would have some structure here, then I would consider it because we have a better stop loss. But like this, nah, because I'm still somewhat thinking that price will come in this zone, so I'm not trying to force any trade. But we're gonna see like the how price left pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie, the movement it left with. But Yeah, we're gonna see. I'm gonna go smoke a ciggy, drink my second coffee, and until then it looks like, oh, we have nice internal here. It looks good for bullish continuations, but into what really? Yeah, I don't know if we can do it though. This internal is nice here, nice internal liquidity. But I'm gonna wait on this, and that's pretty much my idea. See? Yeah. Bro, imagine, bro. Imagine I would have actually taken this. Hi guys, I'm sorry I was FK, bro. Um, yeah, bro, I didn't take this. I don't know what you say. I didn't take this. This was just like my experimentation. I said I'm waiting for extra confluence here on price retracing towards this area, and if we get extra confluence, I'm gonna take it. But I didn't take it yet. But yeah. Good morning, bro. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys today? Do you plan on trading today? Do you see any trades? Kind of like this buy side here. Interesting. But yeah, see this. I don't know, but I didn't like the entry. That's why I took it. But it appears like it was a good choice to wait for extra confirmation. This is exactly how you avoid unnecessary losses, bro. Like yesterday, I would have taken that shit and just taken unnecessary loss like that. Because I still said I would like to see this area come or at least get some more extra confluence, and apparently it was a good choice. Kind of knew it was gonna fail as soon as we just consolidate like this, bro. Yeah, me too, bro. Me too. As soon as we consolidate, this is a very kind of big red flag when we consolidate it right there. Like that, because it absorbed all the liquidity above here. We did have this also. It's like, I think it's a 3-minute AVG. Yeah, a 3-minute AVG. And boom, fucking destroyed. Good thing I didn't take it. Let's see Euro. But apparently G was the weakest lower time frame here, which is pretty interesting though. Pretty interesting, but I still wouldn't take anything unless we inverse that shit right there. Looking like we flipped bearish. This was a potential good entry. I was looking at this, and if we look at price here, we had first inversion and then we had another confluence here. Look at this on this right here, and I was looking at this to potentially take this, but my idea was only this short toward internal. So even if price went this much, like 1.5 could have been it, but not really. So let's see the gold one. I'm still gonna wait for price coming here, but now we have a lot of bearish momentum. So even if we do, what do you mean USD? Even if we come like here, I would want to see like a big ass leg, then again like extra confluence, because now we have a lot of bearish momentum coming into our trade, so we can just buy here like that. No, bro, today I didn't take any trades. I'm just being patient today. How about you guys, bro? News on gold. What do you say? News on gold today around 2:30. I don't know what timing you mean, but I'm gonna see. Let me check this shit right there. This is my economical calendar. I don't know. We don't really see gold news. Oh, you mean this? This is what you mean? Yeah, we have pretty much a lot of news today. You have to be careful at this. I would trade only after these news. London pre-low probability. This also not that bad. It's only Euro bank holiday, but Euro's not that affected, to be honest. This can be good. I do like this sell side here. So we have this hourly inversion that I would prefer to get tapped. Okay, it's not proper. Oh, it is proper. This 4-hour inversion actually. So I would like, if we see this buy side liquidity get swept, we can have a really small idea to take from this to target this internal. This can be a good idea for me, one of my retracement edges, but we're gonna see if we get it. News about USD. Yeah, we do have a lot of news today, bro. We have a lot of news. But apparently, let me place that order back. Let me let it here. I don't know why. I sometimes have this habit of, it's a bad habit I built when I was a beginner. I used to delete my orders this fast, but apparently it still kind of looks like it's holding. But yeah, we have this, so we need to see this mitigated before considering any decisions. Oh yeah, of course, bro. Of course it will affect gold. But I thought you mean like gold, like specifically only gold has news, which was like, oh, what? But yeah, I do like how we're kind of ranging here. But we need to see this. This would probably be one of my ideas for today. If we sweep that shit to target this, it would be pretty nice. But Other than that, we need, like, it's probably gonna reverse late. Usually in days like this, when we have this big ass range in Asia, when price reverses, it's pretty much late London. But we're gonna see if that happens. It's interesting that this looks like it's gonna hold now. Oh yeah, yeah. It's probably still gonna hold this inversion just to sweep these lows at this point, and that would make it better because we reach in the area I was initially waiting for, which is this. I still like gold to be targeting this buy side liquidity right here, but it's a lot of bearish momentum in the market right now. It's still a lot of bearish structure. We did sweep this low, which is a pretty huge reason why I'm expecting gold to start switching bullish, and I do like this to target. It looks pretty low resistance. But yeah, look at this. This is a very dangerous inversion here. Very dangerous inversion, very dangerous gap. It's pretty much very likely gonna hold lower towards the sell side now. Very, very likely. But so we're getting what we want, so. Let's see if we do this, bro. This is a decent setup, but usually I like to see external rated here when I take these retracement trades. We do have some sort of, this is not external, this is internal though. It's more like a continuation pattern. I would still like, if we get a crazy trade here, we can get a lot of our on the range low, because look on AUDUSD, we have these equal lows here, which I would like to target, but we need to see this inversed first before considering to target that low. So after we inverse, if this happens, then I'm gonna trade off this, target this. US30, I don't trade US30, bro. I trade Nasdaq, but I'm watching it sometimes. Let's see what actually did US30 did yesterday. It's kind of weird, you know, what US30 did. I feel like, let's see hourly. Did we come into this hourly? Oh, we actually did. Almost. We almost did come into that hourly. This would have been pretty clean. Even we could have even traded this. Look at this inversion hourly. We could take maybe this short of this inversion to target this hourly. Let's see. But price was really choppy apparently yesterday. I want to see. I mean, yeah, this was pretty decent. Sadly, it was kind of choppy around this area, but maybe this could have been taken. Or yeah, this would have been a gross sweep. Taking this short here, we would have fucking sweeped, hella sweeped. But here maybe, and even the buys after here. But it's just choppy. I don't know why my yesterday was so choppy lately. I mean, not lately, but yesterday. I took this on Nasdaq yesterday. Yeah, it was choppy as fuck. Nasdaq was clean as fuck yesterday. I took this retracement trade. Was this good, very good market open trade yesterday, but I didn't take it. So we had this. It was an hourly AVG. I'm pretty sure. Let's recheck. Yeah, hourly AVG to target these equal highs here. This was a very fucking clean trade yesterday on Nasdaq. I would have taken like a 3R easily here and then take this retracement as well. But for me, this retracement was fine there. I want to see how SPX is doing. Probably, I don't know why Nasdaq feels the cleanest though. Here we look like we came for these Asian lows, like again, like very range bound behavior. This is why indices are kind of nice. They just care about liquidity most of the time. This short was decent here actually. Let's see. Yeah, this kind of is exactly same idea as Nasdaq. Yeah, just taking out short of this high taken, and we could have also bought off here when the market opened here. Yeah, this could have been clean actually. Both Nasdaq and Nasdaq SPX yesterday was kind of choppy. But how do you trade US30, bro? What is your strategy? What do you look at to trade US30? Look at this, crazy how it has these consolidations. Yeah, bro, like that's what is very interesting about indices, bro. Like they always react so well of liquidity. I feel like liquidity based setups on indices are so cool because they work so well. It doesn't work as well on euro. On euro cares a bit more about trend, about market structure. Forex, I mean, forex cares a bit more about market structure, POIs. Like indices, you can just fucking trade off liquidity and don't care about anything else, and just trade off liquidity and it fucking works. They're clean, but market open is hella fucking manipulative. That's what I don't really like about Okay, still weird though, bro. Go, what is you doing, bro? I was still think we're coming this here, but it's weird. It just manipulated both sides of the range. So until we see, we had this range, manipulate sell side, manipulate buy side. Until we see some confluence here, hell no. It's really choppy. We're apparently kind of consolidating. I mean, euro slightly expected since it's bank holiday, but yeah. My strategy is very similar to your one, and most of the time of using key levels. Oh, okay. So your key levels are liquidity, I suppose, or you use FVGs and shit like that as well. Okay, Nasdaq might actually look like it's slightly shorting here. Ooh, I like these. Look at these right there. These are nice equal lows here, resting. Probably gonna be manipulated by market open though, and we have this high getting taken right here, so this can be a good rate Asia setup and just look to take those souls. But in London, hell nah. Hell nah, we are looking to be trading London, but look, already an entry here. But yeah, even though it looks good in London, hell nah. Okay, it's breaking apparently, but I still don't really like it. I'm not sure I want to take this though. This kind of weird behavior, and I don't know about these lows. I wouldn't really say we're prone to taking it because we already took this, but I don't want to see us initiate. Maybe if I see a retracement here like this and take a bonus entry pattern, I'm gonna take this toward the Asian highs, but I still don't like price action here. Need to see some more confluence. You can just limit order here, but I don't like it. You can technically just do this, target Asian highs, you get a 2R and you're done for the day, but I'm really gonna wait for confluence here. Well, this could have been decent. So what are your key levels, bro? What do you use? Because I feel like people are kind of creative with key levels lately. They be using, I saw people use like candle open. I feel like, I think Tom Trades uses this. He uses hourly open and closes. Yes, my key level are untouched liquidity and I use fair value gaps as well. Okay, nice. So we're trading very similar. Do you recommend top step funded accounts? I don't know, bro. In my country, top step is not available, so I cannot really give an opinion on that. I'm sorry. Maybe there's some people in the chat that trade top step, so they can probably help you about that. But I cannot even get an account on top step, so. Still don't like this price action. I don't trust it. I do want to see, for me, a retracement is seeing very short the flow, right, happen. Because this could have been your entry already, but I don't like it. I'm not going to force a trade just to be in a trade. This could have been the idea of the retest of that gap, but I would still, yeah. I just would like to see a proper retracement. For me, a retracement is seeing very short the flow print, like seeing, like here we see 1 minute gaps getting respected. That's for me what a retracement is, so I would prefer waiting on that. I feel like we can still very likely fail off this consolidation lower. I use the daily open and close. Wait, that mark out. Okay, so you use daily open. What is daily open? Is it like midnight, like pre-Asia open? For me, daily open is here, I think. I feel like most people I heard use midnight open, but yeah. You mean this is where the market opens? So is this daily open, or you mark like a New York open? Still looks weird though. Fuck this price action, bro. I don't know what daily open is. I haven't really used them. I had a friend that used midnight open, and I see it respect a lot of time, but for my timing I don't even know what midnight open is. Only if I put my timing on New York I can actually see. So midnight open meaning, wait, it's in Asia? Midnight open, really? Let's see this. So midnight open being right here, apparently. I think this is midnight open. Right here. Interesting. Ah, okay. Okay, now it makes a bit more sense. So, like the daily open and close of the previous candle. So this is, wait, am I tripping? Is this is open, this is high, this is close, this is low. Oh, okay, that is pretty nice, I guess. So this would be, I guess, previous day daily open. Where is this high? Oh, it's actually nice because it overlaps with that liquidity that I say we'll be drawing towards on gold. It's actually interesting. But can we use daily open on the current candle? This would be daily open, no? This right here. Oh, these lows. How? Wait, what? Am I stupid? Should probably drag it to the left. Oh, this is daily open, my bad. This is just my liquidity level. Oh yeah, now it overlaps. So again, I'm waiting for this area. It makes sense. It's kind of validating my POIs in a sense. That's interesting, really. Let me play some music. But yeah, this is just weird, bruh. You switching bullish, euro. Okay, look, we're gonna look at this because it's a potential setup, like short-term setup. Because we're almost sweeping that buy side liquidity, so we can actually look to take the shorts towards internal. It's not a great idea. It's not what am I saying? It's a pretty short-lived idea, but it's the retracement edge. So, but we have kind of lower time frame buy side. I'm not sure I want to take this though. Wait. So no, you cannot use daily open on the current candle. Oh, okay. But it's interesting. It's nice. I think they're definitely relevant. Daily levels are always fucking relevant. I always kind of use previous daily low and previous daily high without even realizing. It's just very important liquidity levels. But yeah, I probably wouldn't be taking this. But this is a good gap to inverse though. This can be our idea, like very short-lived, but that's all we need. We need just a portion of the move. If we actually inverse, I like internal, so I always trade towards unmitigated POIs and I take the liquidity, and this is exactly the case we have in this case, so this can be a decent trade to take. Nasdaq is holding actually. Sometimes I see price work in London, but I'm not sure you want to actually trade this. I'm curious if this actually plays out. It will be crazy, right? Play this fucking big ass short on London. Maybe you can actually trade Nasdaq in London. Okay, gold left, but yeah, still not a trade I will take. I don't like this trade. I'm not gonna force. Could have been valid of the 3-minute inversion. Yup. Could have been valid actually. Of the 3-minute inversion, we take a look at this candle retest, we take it, we target the high, but maybe we can follow now, but stop loss is not in the greatest spot, and RR is pretty fucked. So probably, yeah, this was probably the opportunity here. I don't know if forcing it here would be necessarily a good choice though, so I'm just gonna sit on the bench on this gold trade, but it would have been decent of this. Now we get more confluence on it actually working, but I still don't trust it in a sense. I want to see that retracement. Let's see if AU inverses though. If AU inverses, this can be a decent trade to take. We don't have much opposing structure around here, so we should be fine. But yeah, look, it's a pre-bullish rejection. Pre-bullish, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna inverse though. But yeah, this pretty decent, but come on, like, I don't really like and look at this. Oh shit, this would have been another potential entry here to take, but with a stop loss like this, yeah, looks like my bias was right, but I just don't like this. I don't think I'm gonna reflect on this later and think if I was wrong on not taking it, but yeah, this looks like good. It's pretty much gonna reach into this Asian highs very, very clearly now. But yeah, so we had one opportunity here. This could have been a scaling, or it could have been us taking it now, but I just don't. But yeah, this kind of was the opportunity for the bias. For me, was clearly bullish since we swept this. We had a market structure shift here, and we are pretty clear on reaching higher. This, we see that this inverse actually got mitigated by price here, so it loses a lot of relevance, so we can actually look to be targeting this Asian high and this. But yeah, looks good. But this, I would prefer definitely taking this though. And we have this as well here, but I would still target here. Let me see. Okay, my broker is open. That's what I wanted to see. You guys, have any of you taken these buys on gold? I'm thinking about this, whether it would have been valid. In terms of validity, it definitely was valid because we had a 50-minute VG, so that's pretty much all I need to trade these continuations. But in terms of me liking it, after we sweep both sides, yeah, it's just weird. Deep ass pullback, it's just kind of weird in a sense. Maybe I'm kind of justifying myself, but I'm not sure. I would prefer taking a bit of a higher quality setup at this point in time. And gold in London, not the highest quality, to be honest. Most of the time it doesn't move that great in London. But for scalps, it's all good because this move is actually pretty small if you think about it. I don't know how many pips is this. I don't know how to read pips on gold, but I think it's like 5 pips. Is this it? 5 pips, yeah, it's a pretty small move even for gold in London, so he can definitely fulfill this move. Again, really iffy break. Like, come on, at least if we break through it, it's the same we broke here on the inversion. Very slow. I don't like seeing inverse like with this, with no bullish gaps in a sense. I wanted to see some strong bullish gaps here, same as here. If I would have seen some big ass bullish gaps, maybe I would have been more confident in taking it, but like this is just slow, very slow behavior, not such a high quality inversion, and we can just start holding that consolidation lower, but we're gonna see. I would like to see actually AU consolidate here. This is still my idea, like a short 2R if we inverse, of course. If we don't, that's it. And we see that we actually wicked it, so it kind of looks bullish. Same with the other pairs. Interesting. Now if we do get a retracement back into this area, and then we get, this is the only way I'm gonna be trading this. If we get a retracement on here, but do you trade any other pairs, bro, or you trade only US30? Because now we have equilibrium prices. Yeah, that would be almost perfect for me. Now I would take it if we retrace. I think almost we're forming like a, yeah, ooh, big ass 5-minute gap. I like this consolidation here on a retest, so we're gonna see if we retest this. But for gold usually doesn't retest much and I feel like it's just gonna leave, but yeah, I'm still waiting on that retest though, even if it's unlikely. Okay, let's look at this. It looks similar to Nasdaq inversion that we got yesterday in a sense. I don't know if I'm tripping, but let me see. Yeah, I'm kind of tripping. It's a bit, it's similar, but I feel like, yeah, let me check another thing. On the 3-minute maybe, yeah, on the 3-minute it looks more similar. The thing is, generally I like to see external liquidity taken, right, for me to take, but I would consider this Lower time frame liquidity bill here as being valid to take those shorts, but without the inverse, it pretty much doesn't mean anything. If we don't get the inversion, yeah, gold is just probably gonna go. Maybe I'm tripping for not taking this. I'm not sure, but yeah. Because I did say when we had this consolidation, I did say I'm waiting for a retracement, another entry. We did give that another entry, which was this 3-minute FVG. So maybe I should have just executed here and take it higher. Yeah, maybe. Because we even got a pretty nice retest here, which was this candle here. So we could have definitely executed. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I hesitated for no reason, but yeah. I think it's not really nice to be trading when you have something like this, like two sides of the consolidation getting manipulated. It's a bit iffy, but I think I could have actually taken this because it kind of did exactly what I wanted, except it did it pretty choppy in a sense. But yeah, probably should have taken this though. But we have one more opportunity generally here. But it's really slow. Oh, let me change my time back to my zone. But yeah, this is working. Would have been like 2.6 R. Correct bias, correct POI. Did exactly what I wanted to. I just didn't like it. So I'm thinking whether I was tripping, whether I did the right choice. The only thing that was pretty much iffy was the inversion. That again is choppy. No gaps. But I don't know if that's necessarily a reason to skip a trade in a sense. Because this candle right here, really nice mitigation of the inverse. I'm gonna think about it. So I'm gonna reflect upon this later, but for now I'm not sure. We did form a nice order block here, but I don't think it's gonna retest. It's very unlikely for gold to retest right now, especially since we're so close to liquidity. But if we get it, that's great. The USD pairs are really fucking slow, bro. Like we printed only 8 pips. Pretty slow today. I mean, kind of expected, but we do have a lot of news. Let's see this if it happens. Oops, what the fuck? How did I execute? What shortcut is that? I pressed something on my keyboard and I'm not sure what. What the fuck? How did I do that? How did I execute like that? I'm not sure what I pressed. But let's wait on this. Oh, we might be getting that retracement. Let's go. We might have a trade here. On the retracement, I would be definitely a bit more down. Do have a 1 minute gap here, so let's see. Because this is also a very relevant area, this consolidation. So meaning this area overall is really relevant. But we're coming off pretty impulsively though, lower. We're coming off pretty impulsively, so I don't know. I would like to see. Oh shit. I was kind of intuitively, I kind of thought about us taking this and reacting of this, but I didn't really give it too much thought. Let's see. We do have this now. I would still like to see this retested though, but it's a very impulsive. This looks more, now that we're looking at this impulse, this looks more like a retracement, and this looks more like the main move considering the movement we got, but the movement is not always that. Weird as fuck, bro. Gold, what is you doing, man? But it's interesting price action, how it fucking manipulated both sides here. It's kind of interesting. Then it came, mitigated this consolidation, then yeah, AU doesn't give any fucking signs of retracing anytime soon. This looks, Geo looks weakest lower time frame. Looks like it's gonna fill off equilibrium here of this buy side, but confluence kind of zero, so only a buy side liquidity getting taken. Let's see here, but I don't know if I want to be buying against this, bro. I could just keeps invalidating my ideas, just keep sprinting something I don't like. Goldie, 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 what is it, Willow, bro? I think, oh shit, bro, like this is such a clean pair, bro. I need to, I don't know, get another broker so I can trade UK. This was a kind of like 30-second rebalance here, but this setup works so fucking well. It worked, no, 2 days ago, really well again. Like, wait, Asia. Take Asian highs, trade off it, target opposing P3. It works so fucking well here. And this 3-minute inverse is really clean. Like, see, this is how I like to trade off inverses. Like gold, like see here, when we come lower, we come so impulsively. We form gaps here, we form gaps here. Gold just came out like this, just no gaps, just very slow inversion. I don't like that shit. That's a lower probability inversion, but this is a very high probability inversion. Yeah, this is pre-bearish, I would say, but we're gonna see, depending on what confidence it gives me if we react from here. But for me now, it's weird. It kind of looks like it's taking this high as main drawn liquidity, which would make sense because look at this pattern. This pattern, I talk a lot of times about it. It's a fractal high, and these highs are hard to take. Hard to take. It's like head and shoulder basically, where price reacts most of the time is these, and they do not take the high. So it kind of would make sense for us to take this and just react lower and be bearish from here. But we don't really have, we did have that 50-minute inverse getting mitigated. So okay, we're really failing. I'm not gonna take these buys right here. We had this 50-minute inversion here, so it makes sense for us to be bearish to target this. Yeah, it does actually make sense to be a bit more bearish and maybe towards next, because this high mitigated a POI. That's what makes it strong. Mitigated a POI and also is a fractal high, which makes it pretty strong actually. So I'm probably not gonna be taking any buys here though. Kinda this is my only idea realistically, but it makes sense. Okay, it does make sense with that 50-minute inversion. This is a pretty dangerous POI here. I would definitely call this dangerous. That's why we're actually failing. Now we are forming a lower high, which means we're switching structure bearish again. At least towards this internal low, I would say, but it does depend. It's just weird, because I usually want to trade towards unmitigated POIs. In this case, POI is mitigated, so probably not gonna force this gold trade though. Probably not gonna force this gold trade. I'm probably gonna wait on this AU one right there. This gold trade is very iffy right now. What's the song? It's this playlist, bro. I'm gonna give the link to it if you want to. So it's just a playlist, and it's no copyright, I'm pretty sure, and that's why I'm using it. And it's at minute I just typed in chat if you need it. Yeah, gold looks like it's definitely flipping bearish here. We don't want to be trading this. Oh my fucking god. Good thing I chose not to trade this. Let's see. This is pretty much realistically the only idea I'm really having for London right now is this AUD/USD, but we need to see a proper inversion. Like, we need to see some movement right there. Interesting. Gold still very kind of 50-50 price action. I don't like trading in 50-50 scenarios, especially for continuations, because right now we're looking at continuations. Considering the rejection we got from here, I don't know if we're gonna continue. The probabilities of us continuing go way lower, and this has a higher chance of happening. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would want to take this though. We have an inversion here. We have pretty strong reaction. This is a strong high, so it would make sense. Yeah, I'm probably, oh, I stopped myself, my bad. But probably not gonna be taking gold anytime soon. Still looking at this though, but we need to see some movement. We're really fucking slow. really slow. If we don't break strongly, hell no, I'm not taking anything. It looks more likely to just hold higher from here. But it is what it is. You can have a setup pretty much every day. Even though my strategy is very frequent, it has a lot of setups. But yeah, some days you're still gonna have no setups, no matter what frequent strategy you have. I think, yeah, it's looking bullish, so probably not gonna be trading now. I'm interested to seeing how gold behaves, but I would say we can turn this into a breaker maybe, and then take something like this. Maybe stop being extra cautious, but I would still say it's more probable to just hold lower rather than us taking. We wouldn't have reacted like this strong. It's a very strong reaction. First this gap, first boom, gap here, again rebalance. It's just pretty strong compared to this move. This move in couple of candles is way stronger than this bullish move, so momentum kind of shows me we're a bit bearish, but it depends. It doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be that, but yeah, it does definitely look like it for now. And yeah, Geo and you are not doing shit for now. It's crazy how precisely we fill this gap here. Pretty crazy with the precision we used, but it's more likely to hold this. I'm actually gonna demo this just out of curiosity. I'm gonna demo this towards my POI. Out of curiosity to see if it works. I really recommend you guys, if you don't trade demo, I really recommend you guys do it, because it's really, first of all, when you have no setups, it's fun, right? It's fun. And for me, bro, I was an intraday trader, and I was demo trading scalping, and I was actually preparing myself to turn into a scalper, which is kind of crazy. So I do really recommend you guys to take demos. That's great. This order block looks nice. I like that order block, but it's kind of looking like it's gonna fail right now. But for demo, it's all good though. AU doesn't look any oh, wait. This can be a good start, this inversion. And if we break strong lower, this inversion, why is this inversion really conventional for us, is because I can actually put my stop loss above it, and this becomes the invalidation point. That's why it's actually pretty good. Oh, see, yeah, it's just intuitively, bro. It's just very likely I'm being bearish. Just how we flipped. So it's a good choice. I actually stayed on the bench today on gold. But yeah, it's fun. It's definitely not a valid trade, but it's fun to see play out. Even on the demo though. I mean, pretty much we should be reaching into those London lows like butter, bro. Like butter, so easy. So fucking easy. We should be reaching into it. What chart? You don't want to look at this gold trade? What do you mean? I think looking at this gold trade is pretty fun. No? For me, it's fun seeing it melt, I guess. even if it's a demo, it's still fun for me to look at it, right? So I don't know, what do you mean exactly? Tell me a pair and I'm gonna look at it if you want to. What do you mean barely moves, bro? It printed 3 candles, it's almost full TP. I mean, I would call this pretty decent movement. I would still call this pretty decent movement, to be honest. And it's not really about, yeah, it's more about we can talk, you know what I mean? It's about talking. I don't think I can play video games, so if you feel like that's more entertaining in a sense. But okay, we again recheck that. That's interesting. As I would say, this is fun, at least for me. Seeing this is fun for me. What percent is that movement? It's probably pretty small because it's 0.14, 0.13, because it's 1 minute. Yeah, I do agree gold is slow if you look at 3 minute, 5 minute, 50 minute, but if you look at 1 minute, sometimes it moves decently. At least these candles were pretty strong, so I do really like enjoying like scalping. Or see if we just hold this gap lower, really at this point. I do want to kind of do this so I can watch. I do agree that gold is pretty slow in London, but we pretty much, I mean, it's way better to watch gold than USD pairs today, to be honest. I do want to watch this if we start breaking lower, but yeah, this would have been a crazy entry. Like, I got it a bit lower, got it actually here, but yeah, this is still bullish. We're just getting rejected our model, which is fine though. What other assets? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, if you want to watch other pairs, tell me what pairs you want to watch. I don't see any assets that are moving besides choose slow. I don't think you would like to watch this price action better than gold though. But yeah, AUD, Nasdaq is not moving. DAX is not really moving. UK moved already. I don't know. Just tell me what asset you want to see, and we're gonna watch it. But I think right now the most amount of movement we're kind of getting on here. Okay, this is very bullish here. You can actually another demo trade. Bitcoin. I didn't see. I don't think you said Bitcoin, but yeah. If you're here for entertainment in a sense, you should probably go watch another stream, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, do you think this is better movement? Probably if you want to watch Bitcoin, I still think, yeah, I'm just gonna watch gold, bro. Like, what is you saying, bro? If that Bitcoin you mean this moves more than gold right now? I don't know. Give me what you're smoking, bro. I'm still gonna watch the gold trade because I like it, so I'm gonna watch it. This can be a buy on AUDUSD here, but it still looks slightly iffy. But of course, I'm not gonna take it. Maybe a demo at most again. Pro, I wanna watch gold. I'm gonna watch gold. If you don't like that, just leave the stream. It's that simple. You don't have to be here. And Bitcoin is never gonna be as volatile as gold or any other pairs, bro. Not London. Maybe on news, sure, but yeah. It's pretty much almost the same as gold. For me, gold is still cleaner. So if you want to watch Bitcoin, you can open your own chart and watch Bitcoin. It's not that hard, you know what I mean? You can open your own tab if you want to. You just open your own tab and watch Bitcoin, I guess. Really nice how we're holding this. I still think we should be really easy on those lows right now. We should see that displacement coming in. Should be really easy here. And this is just flip bullish of that FVG we wanted to see inverse, so it's definitely invalidating our trade. What do you want me to see on Bitcoin exactly? Bitcoin didn't move. It's not. I mean, it's not. New York, sure, maybe. Sorry if I strike a chord and you're a Bitcoin trader, but for me it's not as volatile as gold. Especially in London, nah. Like, look at what London did. What did London do? This is London. This is London, bro. It's kind of similar to gold. It's actually similar to gold. In today, London, yes, in London maybe, but for me, I like watching gold. I'm gonna watch gold. So I don't like Bitcoin. I never will trade Bitcoin. If you do that, sure, suit yourself. But for me, like, look at this move, and yeah, moved a lot more. You cannot deny that I mean, it's not really a big difference though. It's kind of similar. Also, you trade Bitcoin. You could have said that. Please watch Bitcoin. But yeah, it's all good though. But it's interesting move, and it looks bullish from here towards these highs. But I don't know how you can say. Let's see. Let's analyze. You really are you really telling me Bitcoin is volatile? And this was yesterday's London session, bro. Like, what is he on, bro? Please give me what you're smoking, bro. Please give me what you're smoking. This is Bitcoin yesterday's London session. I'm not saying it doesn't move in Asia and in New York, but London, bruh. A bit more decent, but it's still only New York is really volatile, and Asia, what the fuck, what is this? Big ass Asia, same as gold. Gold is not volatile in London. Gold is very, how do I say, very rare volatile in London. It's in Asia and Europe. Probably the same as Bitcoin or cryptos or whatever. I mean, what do you mean, bro? Yeah, probably on a weekly perspective, sure, but where most of the moves happen in New York, not in London. You know what I mean? Asia and New York, same as gold. This is where most of the move happens. This is where most of the move happens. This is where most of the move. This is where most of the move happens. And every single day, most of the move happens in New York, and we're in London now. So, I mean, I'm not hating on you, bro. But I watch what I want. I'm not hating on you. I'm just giving my opinion. If you take it personal, that's on you. For me, this is just my opinion. You have your opinion, I have my opinion. I'm not hating, I'm not arguing. This is just what I think. I like watching gold, I'm gonna watch gold, not Bitcoin. So that's pretty much it. Okay, this got failed again. Interesting. Are we still gonna, oops, what the fuck did I do? Are we still gonna get that inversion? But I don't really like price action here. I don't think I'm gonna take this though. Look how buyers got rejected here of this bullish candle. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, now gold is consolidating, yes, but still gonna watch gold. And nice really body inspections here with the bodies. Wicks to the damaged bodies told the story. I don't know. I don't look at long-term perspective. I don't really look at long-term perspective. I trade 1 minute, bro. I can be biased where in this big ass range. I don't really have a bias here. It's probably gonna start being lower at some point, but I do not have a long-term perspective on gold. You see, this is a pretty bad reaction here. But it doesn't mean it's not gonna work though. Yeah, this is probably, if I would have been in this trade, I would have probably trimmed at this point, but it's a demo, so I'm gonna let it be. Probably would have trimmed here, yes. Where do you think gold is gonna go? Yeah, it does, bro. Like, imagine if you would have invested in gold, bro. That would have been crazy. Look at this shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. Only, I think this is last year. 70% long term. Hell yeah. And look where he started, bro. I can't even see where he started. Let me go 6 months or some shit. Oh my fucking god, bro. Imagine you would have started investing in gold around here. Oh my god, that's 12x. No, I don't trade. Sub, bro, sub. Welcome to the stream. That's crazy. 12x, but gold is really good for like big ass investments in a sense. Let's see silver. I heard about silver, but I never really tried trading it though. Ugh, what is this? What the fuck? What is this? The fuck? I think I opened the wrong silver, I hope. Yeah, now it's a bit better. What the fuck was that, bro? What is this? Well, look like we're gonna flip bearish on... Okay, I might be taking this, actually, because it looks like a pretty good reaction. Let me open my broker. Where's my fucking broker? Let me refresh, but I do want to see this gap getting close here. And I'm taking towards that internal. Let's see. I want to see a strong gap there. I don't like the rejections. I don't like that shit. Give me a strong gap. I'm waiting for the gap to form though, but yeah, it look like we're still fucking rejecting. I don't like this. Okay, now it looks a bit better, but let me also zoom this in. It looks a bit better, but for some reason I just don't trust it. And we don't have external, so by me trading this I'm kind of breaking my rules. I'm not sure though yet of how I feel about this trade. Probably not gonna take it. I don't like that we're still very retractive. Even if we're breaking lower, we're still very retractive. We might just hold, yeah, and look, we're rejecting the entry, so this is not a valid trade. I will not take it. Mostly I'm from the States. Nice guys, bro. I love fucking America. I'm not gonna lie, I love America. I don't really mostly trade gold. I'll be trading this. I'm from Europe, so I'm mostly kind of trading London pairs. I'm trading these. These are my pairs that I'm currently trading. I used to trade these are London indices. This is Germany index and this is UK index. These two I also trade Nasdaq, but mainly these are kind of the pairs I've been trading. Gold is one of the pairs. Did your Discord? I'm not sure, but let me see. Oh shit, let me change that, bro. I don't know what is wrong with this. Okay, the gold trade ended up kind of hitting TP. I don't know why we're not out, but let me generate a new link. The gold trade worked, but I don't know how it didn't get us in, but it's all good though. It's a demo at the end of the day. Let me create a new link. I don't know what happens, bro. Because I thought I created an invite that doesn't fucking expire, but apparently it did expire. Let me see. Invites. Create invite link. I don't know how to. Oh, okay. From here. Never. Grant copy. Now it should work, but let me see. I'm gonna give it in chat if you wanna join, and I'm gonna change my. We should have gotten tapped out here on this, but it's just demo. I don't know why demo has spreads, bro, and this we didn't take. This looks bad. Let me also edit the description of my live. If you guys wanna join, feel free to click. We be talking about trading there. Not really that active now, but I'm gonna try my best and get a bit more active. Nice, bro. Welcome to the locked in group. Where you from America, bro? Where you from? I had a friend from Indiana. I'm pretty sure. It looks like it's working, but command entry got rejected here, so still invalid. This will probably still hit, though. We're gonna let it be the demo trade. But yeah, interesting how we flipped, though. Really interesting how we flipped. This looks like it's gonna work, but the entry still got rejected. Michigan, nice, bro. Let's see. I always like to check. God damn, Michigan be clean as fuck. What the fuck? Why? Why is there a hand cannon or how a cannon here? Yeah, Michigan is clean. And Washington State, we're gonna check both. I love America, bro. I really wanna come to America at some point. Yeah, that's clean, bro. Imagine living in a pent here somewhere. God damn, it's a pretty fucking clean city. And apparently you have a lot of nature as well. Oh, it's in the north. Nice. That kind of means you have mountains. No, I really like mountains. What is these? Oh, you're fucking surrounded by lakes. It's crazy. What the fuck? You actually have 3 lakes around you? That's kind of crazy. And this is part of Michigan? What is this? Oh shit. Okay. Okay, this island apparently is part of Michigan, but it's crazy. What the fuck is this? I didn't even know this exists. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, here's Canada? What the fuck? I didn't know this because I saw Toronto. Okay, so you're really... What the fuck is this? You're really close to Toronto. That's nice. I really love Canada. I do kind of want to move to Canada, but I would move to British Columbia. Here is very nice for me. I like this British Columbia. And what? Oh my god, bro, what is this, bro? Oh my fucking god, Washington State is clean. Clean as fuck. Also in the north of America. This is nice because I feel like the north of America is the north of the states is really it's cleaner. It's way more beautiful. It's a lot more nature. Bro, I wanted to say normal, bro. I'm just Caucasian, I guess. Bro, I'm sorry. Sometimes I have these these intrusive thoughts that win. Washington State. Yeah, you're really close to British Columbia. You're basically here. That's clean. But probably like these north states are really clean. Montana, I also heard is fucking clean as fuck. Wait, I saw a really clean part of America recently, of states, but I don't remember what it was. Fuck. Not Illinois. Missouri? Nah. Let's see a bit more. I will just get over the fact that I wanted to say that. But yeah, this is clean. Like, bro, north of states are pretty fucking clean. Like, look at this. This is similar to my country a bit. Yeah, really in the north, the most northern point. Like, and you're really close to... Okay, look. Bro, we didn't get... Again, we didn't get... What the fuck is this, bro? Bruh. Like, why does spread exist on a fucking demo account? Are you fucking serious? Oh, our weather is garbage. It's cold year round and summer is annoying hot because the rest of the year is either snow or rain. So you're from Michigan. Let me kind of get this into my mind. Michigan is right here and you're from here. You're kind of far away from each other, but it's still you're both in like very northern points. Mid all year, I used to live in Boston, bro. But I would like, to be honest, if you don't like, compared to the weather you get, I don't know, in Central America or some shit, I hate hot weather. So I actually like cloudy days. I like cold days. That's crazy, but you guys are in really nice spots. Let's see Mount. Oh my fucking god, bro, this is clean as fuck. Look at this. God damn, imagine fishing here, bro, and smoking some gas and fishing, bro. That's like the best life you could ever fucking live. After hitting your take profit, you hit the fucking 3K take profit for the day, and then you go fish and smoke some gas here, bro. Like, that would be really the peak of life, to be honest. Look at this shit, bro. Oh my god, bro. Like, bro, the states are so fucking beautiful. Oh my fucking god, look at this shit, bro. Oh my god, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm 23, bro. How old are you guys? Nah, this is nice, bro. Fuck, this is very nice. It's nice that I'm getting States people. Yeah, bro. I don't like you're like me, bro. We're the same. I don't like living in cities. Like I would enjoy living in cities for a small period of time, but when people actually so that, bro, why the fuck would you choose to live here? I mean, it's cool and all, but it's cool, but it looks very futuristic. But I would still choose every single day to go somewhere here, bro, rather than this. Yeah, I would choose. I mean, Dubai is cool. I would live for like max 3 months, but bro, I would still choose this shit right here every single day of the week, bro. I don't know why people be choosing cities. I mean, if you're kind of born in the city, I think people are just used to. But where I live, I'm used to nature. I have a lot of nature even in my country, so that's probably why Dubai is also cool. Like you cannot lie. Dubai is fucking cool. I ain't gonna lie. It's very cool, but it's probably one of the few cities where I would actually live. Like, I don't know. I looked at Toronto, bro. Like, I wouldn't. I don't know if I would be fine living here though. Yeah, bro. That's the perfect description of peak life, to be honest. The only thing I would add is some gas, bro. American gas. That's the only thing I would add. Sadly, it really fucks with your trading, but that's the only thing I would add to that equation. But bro, like America's fucking cool, you guys, bro. Probably you guys are living the life. I mean, Romania is pretty cool as well, but bruh, like I'm always feel cold to come into America. To be honest, I want to see how Montana. Can I check Montana, bro? I heard like this is also really cool. Fathead. Why is the name Flathead? But yeah, it's pretty cool. I want to see British Columbia. Bro, there are some small villages I would love to live in, like a small village in Canada. This is very fucking cold. What is this? This is big ass mountains. Fraser Lake. Can I choose like a more normal area? I don't know. I gotta explore first. I cannot really make plans now, but I know Canada is nice. I fucking like Canada. Oh shit! Look at this, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Nah, nah, bro. Like that's what I'm gonna do. As soon as I get money, bro, I'm coming to America and visiting everything, bro. I swear to God, bro. Like the nature and Switzerland as well, bro. Switzerland is fucking crazy, bro. Are you fucking serious? It's still not happening. This street is trolling me. Look up Whistler. You guys know I don't really know that much places, so thank you for telling me. Let's see. Whistler, Canada. Oh my god, bro. This is probably like ski. Yeah, hell yeah. I love snowboarding as well, bro. Hell yeah, bro. Oh my fucking god, this is clean. Where is it? Oh shit. Oh, it's actually kind of, it's in British Columbia, no? Yeah. But it's really close to you actually, because you live here somewhere. In Washington State. It's actually really close to you. It's probably like a couple miles, I guess. But yeah, this is nice, bro. Why can I not check this? But yeah, really nice to ski here. Oh my god, bro. Mr. Sprout. Why did I read Mr.? It's mountain. Mr. Sprout. Rainbow Mountain. But yeah, it's a lot of snow here. It's crazy. I think these are all kind of mountains in a sense. Mount Waddington. The fuck is this? This is probably snowy, where you see these like white parts. I would like to live somewhere where it's not necessarily cold. But yeah, this, oh, what the fuck? This looks like a wasteland. Like, what is this switch in? What is this? What the fuck? It instantly fucking flipped. This looks like more dry in a sense. It looks very dry, actually. You have a lot of variety in America, bro. A lot of variety in. This looks like the fucking what do you call it? Minecraft sapling dry. It looks like the dry sapling. It looks identical. What is this? Bro, it looks the same, bro. It looks very similar. Oregon. Yeah, I heard about Oregon. Okay, the demo trade ended up getting hit finally. But let's see. AUDUSD kinda living, but hell nah. Oregon. Portland. I have a friend from Romania that actually is here. But yeah, this is very nice. This is similar to Romania. I first getting like a... That is kinda similar, but yeah, this is beautiful, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. I like mountains, but this is very similar to Romania. I like this landscape. We have like something like this really close to us. But yeah, this is nice, bro. This is actually really nice. What the fuck is this? Like, living here, I would live here definitely, but I don't know what this is. Is that what part is this of Oregon? I don't know. I want to search it out. Let's see if it's gonna find it. Not this. Eight most beautiful Eugene. Bro, there's no way. There's no way it's called Eugene, bro. This is so funny. There's no way this city is called Eugene. But this is actually very similar to a small like city I have. Let me see if I can find it. Eugene. Where do you live, bro? I live in Vancouver, Toronto. Where do you live, bro? In Eugene. Bruh. It's crazy. I wanna show you, but there's no clear pictures with this. It's only showing the pool. We have a very similar kind of city, but this is where I would live, definitely. I would probably feel weird to say, okay, I live in Eugene. You think really? But it looks very nice. Like, this is definitely a city I would see myself living in, with a lot of nature, full of fucking trees. Like, yeah, Eugene, hell yeah. Imagine having a house here, bro. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I would love to live here in the States. So you said check Bend. Yeah, this is nice. God damn. Like ski resort, kind of ski resort. Yeah, this is beautiful as well. But I kind of am drawn a bit more to Eugene, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my fucking god, this looks really nice. I want to see, there said when I searched, it said this 8 most beautiful cities in Oregon. Portland. Yeah, this is where my friend was. Portland. This is where my friend was. Bend. This has like a very kind of Amsterdam look. How do you say that in proper English? Amsterdam. Okay, Amsterdam. That's okay. Yeah, this looks very similar to Amsterdam. Sheesh, bro, this is crazy. Cannon Beach, UG. Bro, but this looks like my, like, what I have in my head where I want to be living. This definitely looks so fucking clean. It looks very similar to where I live, but it's just now we don't have these many cool buildings and shit. Oh my god, bro, like, this stuff's so fucking clean, bro. Like, this is definitely where I would see myself living compared to a city, bro. This as well, like, bro. But this Eugene and Ashland look fucking clean as fuck. Oh my god, this looks clean as fuck, bro. You would feel so good living here. Sisters. Why the fuck there is a city named Sisters? But yeah, Eugene and Ashland, bro. Oh my fucking god, these are clean. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream here. We're pretty much done for London. We didn't have any trade. It's next level. What do you mean? It's you mean it's expensive? Yeah, higher than average. I mean, we're traders, bro. We would not care about that shit. We will not care about that shit, bro. But yeah, I mean, our America in general is way above average, like compared to Romania, bro. Like that friend from Indiana told me like your guy's fucking rent is 1.5k or some shit, like minimum 1 to 1.5k. For us it's 300 to $500, bro. It's it's a huge difference, but your incomes are also way bigger, so it makes sense. This was a dog shit trade in my work, but hell nah, kind of low probability for now. Yeah, we only had this demo trade, gold flipped here. We took that demo, but that's kind of it. I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I'm done for London. I'm not gonna. Oh wait. Gold reached our area, but yeah, we need to see like a big ass swing even to take that. I would not really force any trades here. I would probably wait for New York for better opportunities, but yeah, thank you for being here, bro. I'm glad to be friends with you, if we can call it us friends, but I'm glad you guys came on the stream. Cause I saw a lot of cool states in America, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like, bro, god damn, like, bro, like, Eugene is clean as fuck. but it's so funny to say Eugene every time. It's funny, but yeah, thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you in New York. I stream every day, by the way, so if you guys want to hang out and shit, you can always come. I always stream in New York and London, so make sure you tap in if you enjoyed the stream, and I'm gonna see you next time.